Hey guys, welcome to my laundry vlog. I want to start this off at night to show what I'm doing. I'll be driving here, so I'll put this down here. Drive safely. It's late at night. It's 12:15 a.m. A little bit early for me to be starting the vlog, but you know. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I just do these in the room, you know. You don't have to watch, just listen. If you're new to the channel, that's what that is. Now I haven't had anything to drink yet, which is why I'm driving. But what I'm doing now, I'm doing this for two reasons: to show you what I do sometimes, because it's stupid and weird, maybe, I don't know, but it's how I like to live my life. When I lived in New York City, I lived in the Lower East Side, and I was a student at New York University, and I used to love walking around with my girlfriend like late at night. We'd walk out like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Those days we lived in Brooklyn, but it was fun. Don't do that much anymore, right? But you can. Good thing about Japan is you can. Brooklyn was pretty safe too. But anyway, starting off the thing, I'm going to be covering a lot of topics tonight. Fitness. Hope I can remember this later. Fitness, answering some of your emails, the baby, of course, the kid. I actually got some footage that I might throw into the end of this video. Yeah, let me do that, just keep it one long video. So for those of you who are not interested in me, but you're interested in the kid, just skip to the end of the video. You'll figure out where it is. Just like the last 3 or maybe last 4 or 5 minutes. I'll put at the end. That'll be episode 23 of Wolf Cub. By the way, that name does come from an anime or manga, I think. I don't know. I'm sure they've made an anime of it too. It's a great idea. It's about I forgot his name. I read it years ago, but it's about a samurai who travels the country with a baby in his little baby carriage, and the baby becomes pretty lethal too eventually. And it's called Lone Wolf and Cub is the name of the anime. I think it was. I think I got into it because of Ronin or Batman or Frank Miller, Daredevil. He was Frank Miller was, I thought, one of the best, and still is one of the best comic artists, writers out there. Really dark guy. Yeah, if you don't know if you've ever seen the guy, he's kind of weird looking, really long hair and skinny, like it looks like a heroin addict almost. But if you don't know Frank Miller, he's an amazing comic artist, and I think we can actually thank him. I think he's responsible for laying down the vibe of what the Dark Knight comics are these days, because I think before Frank Miller, Batman wasn't that cool. He was just like a rich dork or something with psychological problems, which is what he painted him out to be too, but in a very cool way. Oh, and of course, the reason I'm here dressed, this is really weird. So this is my wife. My wife gave me this the other day. It's from Uniqlo, I think, or Gap. No, it's from the Gap, I think. I don't know. But she gave it to me as a present. She always buys me these presents with my money. Right? And something I'm doing just for fun, just to annoy the hell out of everybody, is I'm keeping the tag on it. just to bug people. When my students note that, I actually use it in part of the lesson, like, you forgot to take the tag off. They have to make that sentence, which is fairly simple for you because you're a native speaker, but I often do that with my clothes. I'll do something like wear a tie that doesn't match, just so they can say that, you know, they can use that in part of the lesson, like they can compliment me or tell me that tie really doesn't look good on you or whatever. Or go with, that tie doesn't go with the shirt. Anyway, that's teaching stuff. But more importantly, check out this hat. It happens to match the bottom, and they're both completely separate. This is from my friend Stuart, which you may have noticed a while ago. I made a video called Don't Be a Phony. And it was about me being a phony when I was a junior high school student. And about Holden Caulfield. And about one of the books, I guess, influenced me or resonated with me. I don't know if it influenced me so much as resonated with me. Out there, you know, don't be a phony, right? So the funny thing is, Stuart saw that video. I think, I'm positive he saw the video. Oh, by the way, his daughter does barrel rolling, is it barrel racing? It's for the horse, and you race around barrels. And he sent me a picture. It's pretty cool. I'll show it to you later if I remember. But he sent me this hat, and if, for those of you who know, this is the hat, or very similar to what we imagine the hat that Holden Caulfield wore in the book. He wore a hunting cap, and we get the image it was kind of a dorky hunting cap, maybe. I don't know if we're supposed to think it's cool. I think we're supposed to think it's warm and dorky looking, but it was kind of precious to him. And he also sent me a shot glass that says more all morons hate it when you call them a moron, which is a quote from Holden Caulfield, which I've actually used in the video quite a few times. I don't think he knew that, but you know, great minds think alike. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm really psyched about this new hat, and that really does keep my ears warm. And here's the weird thing: if I put in my headphones, like you know, for my listening to the iPhone or whatever, if I put them in here, because the outer flap is touching the ear, it feels like I'm not wearing earphones. It's really weird. Like I got to check, like, are they in? So for some reason, the sensitivity, the skin, the hat touching this outer part of the ear, fools me into thinking that nothing is in my ear. So my ear remains virgin when I put on this hat. It returns my virginity to my ears. Okay, let's. Oh yeah. So what am I doing here? Let me show you guys. Let me turn this car off. What am I doing here? I'm at. This will startle you. I'm actually at a Hyakuen Lawson's, which is kind of a rarity. Not a rarity. They exist, and it's a 24-hour store, which is something that's changed in the last 20 years. 20 years ago, or 25 years ago, I've been here a long time, we didn't have these. Just 100 yen for everything. Of course, these stores do have things that are more than 100 yen, but mostly they're 100 yen, right? 100 yen apples and things like that. Yeah. But the reason I come here is because I like the water. Let me show what I mean. So over here they have the beer, which actually is more than 100 yen section. But down here they have the water, which is 100 yen for a liter, which I think is pretty cheap. Is that cheap? Do they have that water that cheap in your country, wherever you're from? And I get as many as I can because I like to stay hydrated. I'll be talking about exercise today. Did I mention that before? Yeah, I like to stay as hydrated as possible. And for some reason, as I got older, when I was young, I hated the taste, but as I got older, I started getting into the taste of carbonated water. So it's kind of weird. Huh? Can I close this now? Okay. Oh, I should get myself something for tonight. Bitter, new one. Bitter lemon. Whoa. We gotta get a couple of these. One's at 10. We're gonna drink whiskey tonight, but this looks good. New flavor. I love new flavors. Okay, I can't. So the camera's gonna be rocky for a minute. Oh, okay, that's heavy. Excuse me while so everything's 100 yen. It's pretty amazing, huh? Over here there must be more than 100 yen. No, it's 100 yen here too. Wow, this place is really cheap. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Everything's 100 yen. Chocolate. Onegaishimasu. Okay. Hey. Oh, hi. Ah, これですね。はい。It's a Ponta card. You get your points on the Ponta card. And let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2000ぐらいかな。全部で OK。OK、4ないね。ちょっとあるね。はい。1920円でございます。はい、お願いします。This guy's drunk. Look at this guy. Really trashed. You okay, buddy? Hello there, morons. I am back. I got a funny setup here. I don't know if you can see this. I'll show you a little bit here. This is the iPhone 6S, which is Plus, which is I've got connected to this Lumix GH4. Just a slight, there we go. And I've got my microphone right here hooked up. Everything's hooked up to my table, and I've got my computers here. One on the right is not being used right now, but 2 lamps behind me. That's my setup. Anyway, more importantly, let's try the new, what is it? Bitaremon. Bitaremon, strong zero. Amakunai. It's not sweet. Gente. See the kanji there? That means for a limited time only, this kanji there. If you see that, gente. Okay. I'm still wearing my hat. I guess I'll take this off for now, but I want us to thank Stuart one more time. Right before. This will be my thumbnail. This will be my thumbnail. Okay, ready? Alright, okay. Thanks, Stuart, man. It's a really cool hat. Though I gotta say, it's not really made for the inside. It's too hot, right? This is my life right now. Really busy. This week, fuck, man. This week was like... I spent like 2 or 3 hours just backing up my old iPhone 5 to make sure. I don't know how to back up the notes on that thing. And I started using my iPhone 6 before my iPhone 5 was done. So just about. Yeah, it tastes like lemon. Tastes like lemon. Yeah, I can live with this. The other one was a little bit too sweet, I gotta say. So maybe half and half would be good. 9% alcohol. It's pretty high, but okay, let's get to this. A lot of things to talk about today. I hope this mic is not too loud. Excuse me if it is. Remember, the visuals are not important here. For those of you who are new to the laundry video, nothing to see, just listen up. Okay, lots to talk about. First of all, let me talk about something I thought was interesting this week. I'm a pretty athletic guy. In high school, I was kind of like the king of the nerds. I was a really good writer. But I kind of felt more comfortable with the geeks and stuff. I wasn't really a jock. I went to a jock school. We had like, state top football team in the state kind of bullshit. A lot of jocks, but a lot of smart kids too. Like 99% went to college, stuff like that. And I think our valedictorian and salutatorian both went to Harvard, I believe. Funny thing is, our valedictorian just disappeared off the face of the earth. I think I hear stories she got pregnant and had like a bunch of kids, but I don't know. Nice girl though, skinny, white, really white. I mean, not like white as in Caucasian, white as in a ghost. Whatever happened to her? I don't know. Erin. But it's really a white school. I thought I was white growing up. I didn't realize I was really Hispanic until I went to New York City, and people are like, ¿Qué hora son? And I'm like, son las 7, pero ¿por qué sabes que yo hablo español? Like, how do you know I speak Spanish, dude? And they would laugh at me like, come on, dude. You're like obviously Puerto Rican, but whatever. But I'm not. But it's still American. By the way, someone wrote in a comment, he doesn't look American, looks Puerto Rican. Oh, God. Well, I hate to tell you, but everybody looks American. There's no such thing as looks American. Anyway, what are we talking about? So, high school. I was athletic, yes. But I like to exercise by myself. I could do, I don't know, maybe 20 pull-ups, 300 sit-ups. I would do a lot of sit-ups at night. I played soccer, but I wasn't good enough. Well, I was good enough to be on our team, but I wasn't a starter, so I got bored after like 2 or 3 years. And I quit. I didn't go to varsity. I was in junior varsity. But I was good at soccer. But I was like practicing was boring, but when they put me in a game, dude, oh man. Like, people are like, what the fuck happened to you? I'd go into a game, and you just couldn't stop me. I was like, I actually would foul by accident just because I was so aggressive. But it wasn't like I was maliciously fouling. It was just like too enthusiastic. Like coming too quick. I don't know. That's a joke. So recently I've been doing a little stand-up too. So my mind is like looking for punchlines all the time. I don't want to tell them on the internet too much. I should do a whole video of just my one-liners or my jokes, but doing original joke humor is hard. Writing your own original joke. I do a little bit here in Uruguay. I'm definitely not one of the top Nagoya comedians, but which it doesn't say much because there's not many of us. But we're trying to get it off the ground, and we've got a homepage up now. Someone just put up a homepage today, I think. I'll direct you to that page. Let me see if I can find it. I'll be looking at my computer as I talk to you guys today. It's going to be a long one. So settle in. Get yourself a drink if you don't have one. Get some popcorn. It's called Nagoya Comedy. Is there a really homepage? It's called... it's just a Facebook page. It's called facebook.com/Nagoya Comedy. There you go. And I'm in the picture at the top there. One of the 5. Yeah, cool. So, but yeah, Nagoya Comedy is, it's very incestuous because everyone knows each other. But one of the problems of comedy is that it is an art form, and like all artists you need, but it's a kind of art that you need the audience's feedback to know how good, to tailor, to twerk, no, to, twerk, to finesse the joke. What was I looking for? I forgot what I was looking for. Something that means adjust. Please put it in the comments. As soon as I put on the videos and look, for some reason I start losing vocabulary. But it's a little bit incestuous, but it's also weird. Like there seems to be 2 different comedy groups, and I'm invited to one group and the other one no. So there's another one on February 20th, but I'm not invited for some reason. I don't know why. But whatever. I'm not sure why I'm not invited. I'm actually going to be busy that day anyway, but it's one of those things like, that's weird. But I do enjoy it, so I've been recently writing a little bit of comedy. So excuse me if I say something ridiculous. You are my audience. You are the people that I finesse my jokes with. But back to fitness. So after I got out of high school. So I was in pretty good shape in high school, okay? I must have weighed like 65 kilograms or something, like 130 or 40 pounds. In college, I became an avid cyclist, and I would go to Central Park and cycle around from 5 o'clock for about, I'd do like 6 laps or something. By I think it's 6 miles around Central Park. You have to look this up, I don't remember, but I'd go around 5 or 6 times, okay? Never more than that. And I remember in those days, this is like 1985, 86, 87 maybe. I remember seeing, more about 88. In 87 I think I was in Peru or South America traveling around. I believe in 1988 or 89, I started seeing Madonna in Central Park just bicycling around. No, I was bicycling around and she was running in the opposite direction, jogging with 2 huge bodyguards. Well, they were probably average size, but she's tiny. Madonna's really small, by the way, but muscular, really, really nice little muscular body. And she was cool, and she would like wave I'd wave, and she'd sometimes wave back. And I thought, wow, this woman puts in the time and the work, which when you look at like people like Sean Penn or Tom Cruise or any of those people, they're all my age or roughly. Sean Penn's a little bit older. Well, they're all a little bit older than me, but. Brad Pitt, they've got all these cut bodies, right? And you always think like, wow, these guys are in great shape, but they're actors. I mean, that's all they have to do all day is like not let their bodies go to hell, right? Despite that, some of them do. Seth, what's his name? Seth Rogen? I forgot. Anyway. If I had nothing to do but act all day and write jokes, I'd find 3 hours to curve my body, or 2 hours, or hell, 1 hour. 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, you could really do, but I mean, to be fair, I probably could really, if I didn't do this, if I didn't YouTube, I'd probably be in much better shape sitting on my ass out here. They should make like a weight bench where you can YouTube and do weights at the same time, like Mexican Samurai does. He works out, but, so in college, I became, I would say, close to Olympic level cyclist. I was in great shape, like 5% body fat and maybe 7%. I don't know, but it was really low. And I could just bike for hours, and I could eat anything I want. I originally planned. This is a long story, so I'll just touch on it today, but I'll get back to it if you guys are interested. I was originally going to bicycle from Maine to Florida, the East Coast. They used to sell like bicycle maps in the old days, waterproof and stuff, water resistant. Anyway, Ended up getting as far as Pennsylvania, broke my finger, I had to take the train home. But after that, I went hiking in South America. And one day, getting out of a tent, it was a bunch of us, I met a bunch of guys, we were all hiking. And got out of the tent one day, and all the other guys were also cyclists. And they all look at my legs, and they're like, whoa, you weren't kidding, you're a cyclist. I mean, and the only reason I say that is because I was training all by myself. So when you're alone, you don't really know. I mean, you think you're in good shape, but you don't really know until your fellow cyclists tell you, hey, you're in good shape. I mean, I would read magazines about what's good, what good stats you should have, and your heart rate, and what you should be able to do, and your training schedules. And I was like, yeah, I'm doing that. I think I'm in good shape. But anyway, long story short, then I went off to South America and hitchhiked for 10 months or something. Came back to college, finished up. I took a year off. I think it was then. Yeah, that was right. Yeah, then I came back, finished college. Then I came to Japan after that a little bit. I worked for a while and then came to Japan, saved some money up. And then, I went to the gym for a while. I'd go sometimes. I try to work out, but you're in Japan, a lot of fun things to do unless you really set your mind to it. And gyms are pretty cheap, by the way. I don't have my wallet here, but you can belong to city gyms, which are extremely cheap. Some of them cost them. They give you the options of buying tickets, and you can buy 11 tickets for the month or something, and it comes down to 200 yen each. The pool might be another 100 yen or something. It depends on the city where you are, etc. But they have a city gym down the street. It's about 10 minutes away walking or something, and yeah, you can work out every day if you wanted. The problem is the hours really suck. They really don't fit an English teacher or any working person's schedule. I don't know. They're mostly for people who don't have jobs or retired, or I don't know. Maybe people on their day off go there, but of course they're open on the weekend too. But on the weekend I want to go somewhere. I don't want to go to the gym, so I do have weights in the house and stuff. But anyway, in the last few months, about 6 or 7 months ago, I tried the Eric Surf 6 10, what's it called, 100 push-up a day program thing. And I did it once, and I was destroyed. Right? I'm just taking off my shirt because it's just hot. I'm not going to take off all my clothes, don't worry. Don't worry, keep your cameras off. Besides, you're not supposed to be watching. Anna, look at the tag, still there. So I did it one day, and I was just totally destroyed the next day because I did 100, right? I actually filmed it somewhere. I suppose I should put it up, but in November I started doing more push-ups again, and on the last day of November I did 100 push-ups, and I did 100 push-ups. I've been doing 100 push-ups on average since then. But after about 50 push-ups. I was getting really bored. I got to the point where I could do 50 in a row, and I could do 3 sets and finish it up. But so 5 minutes I'm done. So I'm like, this is nothing. I'm bored, and I don't think doing it every day is actually good for you. I actually called Eric, and I'm like, dude, I don't think this is good for you. I mean, it's good for you, but you're not growing. I mean, you're doing that much. You're putting effort into it. What you want to get some muscle growth and see some improvement, right? And I did see some improvement, but. He said, yeah, but he said, if I don't do this, it's a way to make me get out of bed to do something. And I can tell you, I would do that. I would get out of bed and literally just roll onto the floor and just start doing push-ups. And when you're sleepy doing push-ups, it is the most painful thing. You're like, oh. But your muscles can do it, but you're mentally you just don't want to, I don't want to do this. But I did it. So anyway, I started getting bored, right? So what was it? What did I start doing? I started getting bored, so I started going overboard. I took 2 days off, and then I went and did 300, right, to catch up in one day. Then I did it again, and this time I did 415 or something. But it just seemed like I wasn't really improving that much, And then I started, then I mentioned it to one of my students who's actually a professor here in Nagoya. And he's this really cool young guy. He's got this floppy, curly hair. And he's 33 years old. He's really stylish and cool looking, and he's in shape, and he studies physiology, and he's like an athletic. I don't exactly know, but he studies like mostly people's like muscle movement and muscle development. And one day he showed me like a picture of a leg that he had in his phone. Like I don't know how they got it, but they had some guy's leg. They got it, and they were able to like experiment with the muscles. Like I don't know what they were doing exactly. Maybe electroshocking the muscles, like bringing the leg back. Seeing how like they had a leg. I don't know what they were doing with the leg, but which reminds me, as I mentioned very briefly on this channel, my dad works with dead people once, or has access to dead people. I don't want to get too much into his mortician lifestyle, but he's retired now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But one day when we were kids, he brought us into the hospital, and he took us into the morgue. And he's like, "These are all the dead bodies are." And me and my brother, maybe my sister was there too, but there was like something wrapped, and he goes, "Oh, this must be a baby." And he unwrapped it. We're like, "Oh, it's going to be a baby, you know. Oh, gross, you know. We're kids, you know. Oh, gross." I mean, kids in our neighborhood are blowing up frogs in those days. And I guess for a kid, you know, all of it's kind of connected. You can't really distinguish between a blown up frog and a human when you're like 10 years old. I guess I must have been, yeah, around 10 years old. Anyway, he unwraps it, and it's this hairy leg. And he's like, "Oh," and he was surprised, like, "Oh, I didn't know they had that here." There was this hairy leg just wrapped up and sitting in the morgue. I don't know what they were going to do with it. What were they doing with the hairy? Maybe they're going to give it to some professor to do some experiments with. Someone donated their body to science. But anyway, back to the story. Remember this, with these laundry vlogs, I go out all over the place. And of course, the alcohol slowly will kick in, and who knows where we'll go. To the moon. So this professor, he, you know, he's pretty good. His English is pretty good, pretty conversational. But I thought today I'm going to try to engage him in something. It's a private, it's a one-on-one. I don't have too many of those, but it's a one-on-one. So I thought I'm going to engage him in something he's probably interested in. So I said, "Give me your advice." And I kind of already knew the answer, like, yes, you should rest for 2 days. But I want to know his advice about working out. I said, "I've been doing this 100 push-up a day challenge. And what do you think about it?" I explained it to him. And he said, "Well, you know, push-ups you're not going to really improve that way. You're not going to get any muscle growth." That was just muscle growth. No muscle growth that way. Or very little. I mean, of course, there is some. Obviously, there is some. I mean, my chest is like, can you hear that? I mean, that's muscle, right? It would probably sound like a drum if it weren't surrounded by fat. But anyway, I put on quite a bit of muscle since then. But he talked about eccentric muscle movement or something. And I said, "Eccentric? You mean that? That's like weird, like kind of weird, like interesting, like Willy Wonka or Michael Jackson or something, or even you." I said, "You're kind of eccentric." He said, "No, it's this is concentric. For example, when you're doing a dumbbell, this is concentric, and I have dumbbells, but you know, just believe me. This is eccentric, concentric, eccentric." So the same thing with push-ups. This would be concentric, and this is the eccentric. That's what he said anyway. So I'd never really heard the word, or I've never noticed the word being used in that way, but it sounds completely logical. But I get the gist. The point being, you know, they're both important. So he said that the eccentric movement is as important, if not more, than the concentric. And he talked about professional squatter or professional weightlifters, and when they do squats, they will actually get Menterm. We interrupt this program to show you Menterm, because I'm going to put this all over my lips. Okay. Like that camera quality. Thanks, Patreon. Yeah, so squatters. 2 guys will lift up the weights for him or help him come out, and they'll lift up weight that he possibly couldn't lift by himself, and then he will slowly lower into a squat position all the way down, right? And then lift up again. But they'll help him because there's no way he could do it himself. But so they concentrate on the eccentric aspect, I suppose. Anyway, then he said, with old people, he helps like old people stay in shape and shit. And you know what? Fuck, Japan is getting so fucking old. It's amazing. I just read today, 12 point something percent of all Japan is 75 years and older. It's 1 in 8. And 25.9% of all Japan is 65 years old and older. So you motherfuckers who call me old on this channel, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. The average age is like 47 in Japan. So I'm like 1 year older than the average age. That's not old in Japan. I can do 100 push-ups in a row, buddy. And 415 on a good day. Anyway, back to this. So he said, like if he'll have old people do wall-assisted squats. And the idea is if you can do 100 of those, then you can do, then that's okay. But if you want muscle growth, you need to use like 70 or 80% of your, you have to exercise with 70 or 80% of your max weight, right? And if I can do 100 push-ups, then that's not, that's not really doing anything. So if I want muscle growth, what I have to do is one arm push-ups. And I used to be able to do them, and I can kind of do maybe one, but it's mostly like wobbly. It's just a mess. So instead of that, he said just do the regular push-up, but put all your weight on one arm until it's really hard, and then do it, and then switch arms and do it. And then he said the other way is put your arms out this way and put them out really far, and then do it. And apparently this will help the chest muscles, and it'll be much harder. And he said, I bet you can't do 10 right now this way. And right there in the classroom, I said, okay, I'll try it. And I did 25! Yes, that's right. Because I'm in good shape. I'm in good shape that way. At least up here. But I was ripped. Like the next day, I was like, oh, I can't even wave goodbye. I feel like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I was so weak. Those poor buggers. Anyway, so that's the exercise part. So since then, I've been changing, and I've been basically just doing whatever hurts. I'm not worrying about the numbers anymore. But I started doing dumbbells again. Well, I'll just show you the goddamn dumbbells. Right? Behind the drum over here. Okay, I'll just show you one. But these are the dumbbells that I use, right? And what is this? 2.5 of 5, and this is a 10. So it's 15 plus about 70. That's 17.5 kilograms. So it's about 30 pounds, right? And I'll only do 7 of these, but I'll work on the eccentric motion, right? Like that. So anyway, so I've been doing that, and I feel strong and powerful and genki. My posture's better, and I ride the bicycle every day, and I'm feeling really good and strong. But my weight doesn't change at all. I think my belt's getting tighter, so I think I'm losing a little, a little of the gut. But this is the depressing part. And I'll be honest with you guys, because I hope you guys will appreciate this. But maybe not. Maybe you just see it as something to latch onto and hound me on. But so I was cleaning out my iPhone 5, right? And I'm looking through all the old notes. Like they go back to 2013. And one of them said my weight. I just happened to record my weight that day, and it was like 10 kilograms less than I weigh now. I was like, what? I gained 10 kilograms in 3 years? That's 3 kilograms a year. So a line has been drawn in the sand. Actually, I don't care if I gain weight or actually about my weight. I just want to be in good shape. So I'm trying that now. So that's the end of the fitness information. But if you got any opinions, I know a lot of you guys have a lot of opinions about fitness and stuff. So go ahead and leave those in the comments. That's one thing. Let's talk about some other stuff that are things I want to get out of the way. Actually, there's a lot of stuff I want to say. One of my Patreon, by the way, for Patreon, if you don't know, Patreon is a way to help me pay the bills so I can keep doing this. One of my friends on Patreon sent me these, Steve, and which is, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but that's obviously shit, poop, which is great. I love it. And this is the best part. I gotta start wearing this. This is a poop. Let me see. Can you focus on that? Focus on that, dude. Just a minute. This is how we do it. Yeah, look at that, huh? No? That's the poop. That's the poop mark. So he gave me a little poop, and it says Kin no Unko. I don't know how he got it, because it's in Japanese on the back. But he bought it in America, and it's great. So Steve, thanks a lot. He's a Patreon supporter. For the Patreon, I sent a lot of Christmas cards out to all the Patreon people, and presents as well. A couple of them came back. Only 2 came back. One came back today, and it said, "What the fuck?" on the envelope. And I've never seen an envelope come back saying WTF! Exclamation mark. So that's one thing. That's from Steve. I've got a few presents that I should mention. I get them all the time, and I keep thinking I gotta mention this. Oh, I got this package. I don't know where the package is now, though. I got this package from Jackie, and she sent me a really cute little Maggie Sensei. God damn it! I'm so sorry, Jackie. I don't know where it is. She sent me a little doll of a Maggie. It's cute, and I don't know what the hell it is. I put it somewhere safe. I think I'm gonna. That's embarrassing. It looks like I don't care, but I do care. It was great. I'm sorry, I can't find it right now. Then the hat was sent to me, and this is what he wrote me. He said, "Look at this. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's in the. Oh, here it goes. Oh yeah, I love this. Look at this. It says shit list. This is great. This guy's got a lot of sense here. I should have stayed good friends with this guy. He's funny. He said it's barrel rolling, not barrel rolling. It's barrel racing. You dumbass." As shown on the card, and this is what barrel racing is, and this is what his daughter is, and she's a champion. So, yeah, so cool. And I like this card for another reason. It's politically, it kind of makes fun of politically correct bullshit, but it's not insulting. It says "Merry everything and happy always." Like, how can you argue with that? Merry everything and happy always. I think that's great. So thank you very much, Stuart. Got that out of the way. Okay, a couple other things. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I'm gonna put a little information about little Inigo, little Godzilla at the end of the video, and the mini-me. Some people call him mini-me, but he's been really fussy since the vaccination. I'll show you the actual thing. Today he's much better today, but he's also how do I say this? He seems to have turned into a little wuss. Like, he's like, pick me up, hold me. But I wonder if a child thinks, I don't think a child is capable of thinking they betrayed me yet. I mean, we're supposed to take care of him. We take him to the hospital, and then some doctor attacks him with a needle. So I don't think he resents us or anything, but I feel guilty. Like, sorry, dude. Maybe I should have told you that was going to happen. But that's at the end of the video. Anyway, he's doing much better. He's great. But oh yeah. Okay. So he's a little asshole. My son's a little asshole. Just like Louis C.K. said, they turn into a little asshole. They want all their attention. You can't get anything done. They completely desexualize the house. My wife is walking around naked before the bath, and I'm thinking, damn, you look good naked. But the kid's like, she's like, grab the baby. Well, okay, can't think about sex and hold your baby at the same time. So, but that's life. That's part of life. It's beautiful and it's funny and it's frustrating a little bit. But my wife looks great. I guess I should concentrate on the plus side, right? And the kid looks great too. But he's become a little more fussy since his last 3 vaccinations. So we'll see. But anyway, check the end of the video for actual live footage of him there. By the way, on that vaccination video, I wanted just to address some of the comments on there. So let's go through there. Someone said he's raising his hand up because he wants you to hold his hand, and I thought that too, but no, that's not why. Though someone made it, wanted to make sure that I knew that he thought I was a retard for not knowing that. So let me see if I can find that comment. Let me see. Then a bunch of questions that I don't know the answers to. Like, why did they inject him in the buttocks? I don't know. I don't know why, man. But Let's see. Yeah, a lot of people left questions there, but nothing that I really want to. You know what? I do have a bunch of questions that I want to address. So let's go through that. Oh, yes. I should talk about something that happened the other day. I did a drama video when I was drunk. Much drunker than I am now because I'm not even drunk yet. I'm just starting to feel the effects of this. But I want to talk a little bit about that and something that's interesting to me. And that is honesty. That's one of the things I strive to be. Because I think it's human. Yeah, this is going to sound negative and fucked up, but I think, in a way, honest. Humans, I think, are almost geared or... I think we're almost... not indoctrinated, but... oh, man, I can't remember the word. Not indoctrinated, but raised to be. Encouraged to be dishonest. You know, I mean, you want to present the best face you can, and sometimes that means kind of bending the truth. You fluff up your resume, and you fluff up your porn actors, so fluffers. That's also there too. But yeah, I try to be honest, and I made that video a few days ago. What was it called? To a dumbass something. I forget what it was called, but. Anyway, I was a little bit drunk, but everything I said was pretty much true, except I made it seem, to some people, I might have made it seem like I was saying that everyone's a drama whore, not just me, but I wasn't saying that. No, so if anyone thinks that that's what I was implying, that's not what I was implying. I do think that I'm a little bit more honest than other people in that a lot of YouTubers will bitch and moan about haters and other people, but they won't ever talk about it on camera. And I will. And, I mean, come on. I'm the kind of person who, if I don't like you, I will tell you to your face, fuck you. You know, even if you're like, hey, well, nice to meet you, let's shake hands. I won't shake your hand. I'll be an honest person, and I'll tell you, look, no, you're a dick. I'm not going to shake your hand. So fuck off. And I think at least you know where you stand with me, right? A lot of us are that's what I love about Holden Caulfield, is that he hated that too. But the thing is, okay, yeah, this is the point. Most of us do not have the luxury of being able to speak their mind, because society is such a fucking because everyone's petty, you know. You can't tell people little things like that. You can't tell people things. You can't speak the truth. People just take it too personally. So I made that video about Rody. What was his name? Rody in Japan. I think it's like Rody in Japan TV. I've seen 3 of his videos. Okay. Now I don't know him at all. My honest opinion is I think he's an idiot. I don't think he's very intelligent. Which in itself is not a bad thing. Now, when you say, well, Victor, that's mean, you shouldn't say that. No. A lot of people are idiots. I'm kind of an idiot. I'm not that stupid, but I'm not as stupid as Rody, but I'm stupid too. I mean, I'm talking to the camera in the dark in this, you know, it's what is it? What time is it? It's 1:25 a.m. on a Friday night. I'm home doing this, you know. Retard. Excuse me. Shouldn't say retard. I know, sorry. But here's the thing. A lot of people, the funny thing about that video, and it's interesting. It's interesting to me. Is a lot of people took offense to the fact that I put myself on camera drunk. I can afford to do that. I own my own business. I don't have to answer to anyone. You can't fire me from my own company, you know. And in Japan, nobody really cares. You know, you can go out and get drunk with everybody, and usually you're forgiven. People just basically, you know, don't worry about it. It's different. A lot of you watch me drink on camera and you assume I'm an alcoholic. You don't see the other dozen. You know, you just saw all that water I bought. During the week, what do you think I drink? You think I just drink alcohol all week? No, I drink a lot of water. A lot of that water. And now, since my wife my wife and I used to drink together, you know. She'd get plowed sometimes too. Rarely, but she's funny when she's drunk. Girls always are, aren't they? Oh, that's so sexist. Yeah, so my wife is now drinking non-alcoholic beverages all the time. And recently, to be a little more supportive, to be more supportive. Because I know that it bothers her that she can't drink real alcohol. I've been drinking non-alcoholic beverages, and they suck. They really taste bad. But I thought I should do a taste test with Tomoko. I mean, she can't drink at all anyway, so I should do a taste test with or Tomoko and Yoko. But the kid's always in the way, so the little asshole. So yeah, I should do a taste test of all the non-alcoholic beverages out there. Of course, if you still, by the way, this is copyrighted. This idea, so fine, brothers, if you, this is my idea. Copyright right here. Okay. It's copyrighted about, 40, 50 minutes? I don't know. I told you, it's going to be a long one, motherfuckers. Okay. So, the funny thing about that video was a lot of people seemed to be annoyed that I put myself on camera drunk, right? But everything I said about Rody was I think, true. I mean, as far as I know, he's kind of dumb. He's not too bright. He says things that are just ridiculous. He makes videos that aren't very insightful. Not hating on him, but here's the thing. It's okay to be dumb. Just don't be mean, and don't be clueless. Like he's saying, oh, I don't like drama. Then he makes drama videos, and he holds that against me. That's what bothered me. He didn't put me in the top 10 list. I could give a shit about that. Who's he? Why the fuck? I mean, what kind of measurement was he using? Quick Rhino was number 1. He hasn't made a video for a year, and at that time when he made a video, 6 months. You can't be number 1 and not make a video for 6 months. And come on, Quick Rhino is funny and great, but he was never number 1. Maybe not even top 10. He didn't edit at all. He doesn't even live in Japan. He doesn't know what he's talking about most of the time. It's mostly memories. No offense to Quick Rhino. He's a great vlogger for what he does, but top 10, come on. But it got me thinking about, how do you measure people who are top 10? I mean, how would you measure it? I think that's something I actually would like to put a little. Actually, a long time ago, I actually thought about like a point system. Okay, so if you make videos in Japanese, you get some bonus points. The length, how long you've been on YouTube, that you get some bonus points. Your views also give you bonus points. But I mean, how do you judge who's top 10? Anyway, so let's go back to our. Wow, there's so many videos I want to talk about. Oh, here, let me talk about something else. let me address some of the comments. I want to address some of the comments. Okay. I got a video called, let me see what this video is called. It's called Gaijin Stops Japanese Abuser. I am a bully. Do as I say, not as I do. You can look it up if you want to. And on there's a guy named Android Galaxy who claims I'm an asshole for breaking up a couple because maybe they're into S&M. And the fact that he's beating his girlfriend on the street, is their right, and I shouldn't be interfering. So, yeah, dude, whatever. It was pretty stupid. That's ridiculous. Anyway, he went on, and he's an idiot. Wow, what an idiot! Android Galaxy, you're a fucking idiot. There's no cultural difference here, and he's the only person who's ever said that. Even Japanese people have complimented me. Even like the haters on Nichan. I got. By the way, I got a lot. There's quite a few Japanese trolls who think I hate Japan. Even they say, well, I don't like Victor, but that was cool. Okay, so that's that one. So, okay. In basic summary about the roadie shit. A couple things about that. I can do that kind of video because I can do that kind of video. I can afford that. You might be embarrassed to put yourself on camera drunk because you have things to lose, but I don't. I cannot lose anything. So, if anything, I think you should be grateful that people like me exist. And maybe you're jealous that you can't put yourself on camera like that. Maybe you're really embarrassed. Maybe you are embarrassed, but that's your weakness. I'm not. It doesn't bother me. Like, you don't get drunk. If you don't drink at all, and then you think all people who drink suck, then that's another issue. But a lot of people seem to take issue with the fact that I was willing to put myself on camera saying that shit. And almost everything I said in that video was true, except when I compared the other people who were on the top 10 list and said, well, if I'm a drama whore, then so are they. No, they are not. None of those people are drama whores, except Mira, who counted Gen 3, who I hate to even bring up, because I'd be, oh, you brought her up again, you're thinking about her. No, I'm not thinking about it, but You know, facts are facts. She revived a 2-year-old dead scandal for no reason. I don't know why. Anyway, let's see. Yes. Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing that let's go back even before that. I made another video called Drama, Integrity, and One-Trick Ponies. Yes. So here's my new policy. I've only got 2 people blocked. No, 3, I'm sorry, 3 people blocked right now on this channel, believe it or not. And on both channels, either way. One of them, I know them by name. One of them is Yamato Class. The other one is Winged Bull 1 or 01, I don't know. And the other one is Tony ESL Cafe. And it pains me to say the last one. Because Tony, if you're watching, and you probably are, because you seem to know whenever I make a video and I allude to your... Tony's crazy. I mean, like crazy. Like insane crazy. Like he really needs some help. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but well, it's too late. What do you do? I mean, here's the thing. What do you do when you know... Here's the thing. Look, I get like... Let's say minimum 1,000 people watch my videos, okay? How many of those people are actually insane? Think about it. I mean, it's not 10%. But let's say it's 1%. That's 10 people. If it's 1,000 people watching, that's 10 people who are crazy. 1%. Let's say it's 0.5%. It's still 5 people. Let's say it's 0.01. That's still 1 person for every 1,000. So if I get a video that has that average about 5,000 views, right? Someone will jump, whatever. 5,000 people. Let's say it's 0.01%. That's still 5 people. 5 insane people. And I'm sorry, but Tony ESL Cafe is crazy. And I warned Scott Unrested about this because he was like, oh, I can reason with him, blah, blah. I tried it too. I tried reasoning with this guy. He thinks I'm a bully. And I bullied Mira and Tom, Quick Rhino, off the internet. He blames me for that. But this is like a guy who's older than I am, who lives in California somewhere, makes the creepiest, weirdest videos you've ever seen. It don't make any sense at all. He seems to think that he's teaching English by just speaking English. Like he's like, well, this is my video. And he never shows his face anymore. He used to. And he's a conspiracy theory nutcase. But the reason I say it's crazy because he thinks I'm Jewish, he thinks I'm gay, and he also thinks I'm a Nazi. And I'm on welfare and rich at the same time. I'm getting millions of dollars off YouTube and getting government money. And I'm a Nazi spy. What the fuck? So he's crazy. Now, Weeaboo 1 is also crazy. And his situation is much simpler. Here's a sad thing. He mentioned to me once a long time ago that he's a father. So I thought, he's like, yeah, me too, I'm a father, great. So, great. But then for some reason he got something in his butt about me. I don't know what it is. Something deep in his butt. I would say something about this large. Embedded in his butt about me. I don't know what it is, but he started writing just, I don't know, just a, fuck you, kind of shit all the time. It was boring. If you're clever and funny, he wasn't clever. But on top of that, I checked out his Google page one day. And he had like literally at least 100 on 100 videos on his Google Plus page. 100 videos he had left the same exact comment, and it was all about Australians. Like he hates Australia. I don't know why. I mean, the fact that you can hate a country that much that you just spend all your time like leaving the same exact copy paste comment on every single video just seems weird. Like something's weird. Or maybe he got really drunk one night and did it all. Maybe he did it all one night. I didn't check the dates. I wasn't that interested. But yeah, but he's crazy. That's just, you see that, that's just like, boop, 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 And the last guy, Yamato Class, wants me to accept the fact that I'm not American. I'm Peruvian. Although I was only born there and I spent maybe a year and 3 months of my, when I was born until I left, a year and 3 months. And I was raised in America, but I'm not American. And I'm only telling you this, he says to me, quite generously, magnanimously, to help you. You have to accept you're not American. You're just an American wannabe. Okay, which is fine, whatever. So I let it go a couple times. But then he started posting the same comment on every single video. And that's what I mean by one-trick ponies. These three guys, they're one-trick ponies. They have, you know, if you're going to be a troll on my channel, be creative. If you're going to say the same thing again and again, then you're getting blocked. Because it's boring. And there's not, okay, for me, insulting me is not so bad. Insulting me cleverly, oh, dude, I'll probably buy you a beer for that. But boring me, and what was the other thing? Of course, just saying nigger or Jew, fuck or something. That's boring. So if you like call me wop or spick, you know, I don't. That's not creative. Yeah. Oh, DK. I'm sorry. There isn't one more person. DK, one trick pony. DK wants to. He always asks me some Mexican question every time. Which do you prefer? What was the question? Yeah, something about pinto beans or some other beans, and I honestly don't even know the difference because I'm not fucking Mexican. And even if I were, do Mexicans know about? I don't even know if Mexicans know about pinto beans. I don't know what a pinto bean is. You know, but every time he asks the same question, so he's a one-trick pony. So you're gone. Yeah. No, what was the thing? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Illogical comments bug the fuck out of me. Oh, speaking of illogic. Oh, I'm enjoying myself. This is more fun than a man on a Friday night with pecs this big should be having. There's another guy. Yes, this is another thing that's been driving me crazy. And I promised to answer some of these questions, so let me go through here a little bit. So Ariana Rodriguez, looks like a beautiful woman, says her Japanese is getting... Oh, she met someone being an aggressive... She's a white girl. No offense. She's a white girl who fell in love with a Japanese guy, being her normal self, and that's great. Despite a video that I made with Tomoko called what's it called? It's called How to Get a Japanese Boyfriend, right? But those videos that we make are just response videos to articles that are written. So when we make those videos, don't take it to heart. We're not really talking about you. Okay? We're just responding to an article. But the fact that you can do it is great, and you have to remember that anything I say on any of these videos, any of those types of videos, are just generalities, and they're just for you to respond to. Okay? Now speaking of, there's another guy. Oh, but he's become different recently. There's another guy who gave him all this shit about Ryan Boundless, saying I got a hard on for him or something. I don't watch Ryan Boundless too much. I did before. I thought he was a really interesting vlogger, but recently, like I said, he's become a one-trick pony. It's the same thing over and over. It's not very interesting. I liked it more when he was depressed and talking about things that made us all human, connected us all. But I have defended him, although I'm sure he doesn't even realize it or know or care. We're not friends at all, which is fine. I don't care. I'm in my 40s. All my friend positions are filled up. No applications necessary. But the fact that I mention him sometimes, I'm not really talking so much about him as in the relationships or the way people react and according to him. So, for example, I talked about the fact that none of his subs wanted to give him money, and they were pissed off, and they were actually making hate videos about him because he started Patreon. And someone's like, oh yeah, he's charging $155 for Skype, and someone else was like, yeah, he lowered it down to 50, but that's, he's still so stucco. I just thought that was just being on. I was just trying to explain to his subs, if any of those seem to cross over to my channel, that you shouldn't hate on him for that. And there was one guy named, excuse me, let me get it right. It's not Jamaican in Japan. It's Haitian in Japan. In my mind, I got Jamaican and Haitian mixed up because, to be honest, I didn't pay attention. Whatever. I know quite a few Jamaicans. I don't know any Haitians. He's the first one. So, and the lying motherfucker is not even in Japan. His channel thing is. So here's the other funny thing about this guy. He doesn't even live in Japan. And apparently he used to be called Takashi something. I forget the rest of his name. Maybe Takashi in Japan, I don't know. But years ago, we apparently exchanged a few comments. And he remembers, but I don't remember. But he seems to have held on to it. So he made a hate video about me. Something called Give Me a Flakeman, Drama Queen 101 or something. And I saw it. It is the worst, most ridiculous video. And I'm sorry, but he's an idiot. I mean, I don't say that, again, I don't say that to be mean. I'm just like, there's just nothing logical in the video. First of all, he thinks I remember some beef we had years ago. I don't remember him at all. I've never seen him before. I called him out. I didn't even call him out. I just said, you shouldn't call Ryan Boundless. He called Ryan Boundless a pedophile. Which I said, that's just over the line, dude. That's all. I don't even know who he is. I don't know who said it. I didn't even know he had a channel. Or maybe I did. Well, of course he had a channel. He made a comment. So, I may have seen his video before, but it was just silly. But he wrote it in a comment on someone else's video who's since deleted the video. But here's the point: it was so illogical. He's like, you're like twice my age, man, and you're like fighting with me. What is that? What you're giving me shit because I criticized you and I didn't know your age? You know, you're right. If I had known you were... No, fuck you. If you're 19, you're a fucking grown man. You should realize that you don't call people pedophiles for no fucking reason. That's the other question I've had in my mind. Like, at what age can you start calling people idiots? I think you're helping them. I've told you that. I get these fucking emails all the time from 17-year-olds. How can I find a Japanese wife? Like, you haven't even fucking graduated high school. Why the fuck do you even want to get married yet? I didn't get married until I was 40. Dude, have some fun. Go enjoy your life. Sow your oats. Right? This punk, this dumbass punk, who's sincerely, I don't mean this to be mean, is an idiot. And he would never speak like that to me in person. Because I can do 450 push-ups at one time. I will put... You know, it's funny. I told... I'm a clown in front of my wife, so I was like, I can do 100 push-ups in 5 minutes now. So if any bad guy comes, don't worry, honey, I'm here to protect you. I'll just do push-ups. I'll write on his face. And she thought that was so funny. She was laughing. You had to be there. Yeah, you had to be there, and you had to be married to me. And you had to be suffering from lack of sleep because of the baby. But anyway, so this guy, like, he's like, oh, you're going to start drama? I don't even know who he is. I don't know. I don't care. He's nobody. I'm sorry. And his videos suck, and they get like 2 or 3 views each, and they're all about booty. Like, half his videos like, today we're going to talk about this girl's booty. And he says bra a lot, which I just think is fucking retarded. Hey, bra, I would so hit that bra. Bra, don't lie to me. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I would hit that. Like, no, you wouldn't, dude, because she would never even look at you. You're a 19-year-old punk who thinks too much of himself. So. Haitian in Japan. Got your name right this time. You got all pissed off over that name. Like it fucking matters. Okay. Jake Dalton. Love you, man. You're probably not going to see this video because this is too fucking long right now. We're over an hour. It's going to be a long one, buddies. I guess I better wrap up. Oh, yeah. So, well, one of the things I wanted to address was stupidity on the internet. Like, I'm getting tired of it. I don't know what to do, guys. There's too many of them. I'm outnumbered. So in February, yes, in February, I'm not going to comment back to people. Yeah, so here's another one. Beffine, which is a terrible... Beffini, this video is so embarrassing because I'm drunk, you know. Oh yeah, I took down the video, by the way, because... And this is something everyone learned. We learned a little bit about this. The video I made called To a Dumbass... What's it called? To a Dumbass Hypocrite. That was the name. The video I made called... This is the other hypocritical thing about this whole thing. That video, dude, brah, listen to me. That video got 6,400 views in a day. Okay? And everyone is such a fucking hypocrite about, oh, I don't want to see drama. I'm not interested in drama. Well, why the fuck does it get so many views? And I took it down after a day. It was up for a day and a few hours. And I took it down. And it still got 6,400 views. So you guys are a bunch of... And anyone who complains about drama, you're a fucking hypocrite. Why did you click on that video? If you don't like drama and you see a video that said to a dumbass hypocrite, then you're a dumbass to click on the video. You got to give me that. You got to give me that, right? You got to give me that. You got to give me that. That's true. Now, I did take down the video because YouTube has recently improved their... I don't know if you know this, but if you make videos, there's editing software. Oh, by the way, I'm done with that beer. Should I open up the next one? I'll give you 5 seconds to comment. Please comment, open it or don't open it. Or go home, you're drunk. It's right, open it or go home, you're drunk right now. Right now, I'm giving you 5 seconds. Starting now, go. 5, 4.5, 4, 4 1/3, 4. No, I went backwards, sorry. 3 and 75%. I don't know. 3.5, 3.2, pi, 3.14. 2 is better than 1. 2 is the loneliest number in the world sometimes. 1. And okay, did you write your comment? Okay. I'm just assuming you said go for it. Or drink it. What was I saying? Idiots. Oh yeah, so I took down my video because apparently Video's editor now lets you edit in the middle of the video. So I can make a video, and if I decide there's one part in the middle I don't want, I can cut that part out. Yay. So Rody did that. He cut out part of his video, the part that had a picture. So the reason I made that was only because he put a picture of Ryan Boundless with a swastika on his forehead. And I thought that's over the line, you know. I mean, again, I don't really care about Ryan Boundless. I'm not a big fan, but that's over the line. You shouldn't put swastikas on people's faces. It's just not polite, right? Them are fighting words. So I took down the video. Let's go back to those comments. But yeah. Anyway, someone said it's a miracle you didn't puke. I wasn't that drunk. I had a good hour-long walk and. It was enjoyable. It's nice to walk, right? Oh, Baking Ape said, horrible, your ego is disgusting. Huh. Let's see. Really? I don't know what that means. My ego is disgusting. Haha, I agree. He's drunk. Yes, more so in this video, but alcohol is the keys to the soul. Truth serum. So, oh yeah, here's the other thing. I saw on someone else's, on Rhodey's video. I read the comment. I haven't seen this video actually, but I read the comments. Someone thinks that my sub count has gone to my head. It hasn't. If that were true, I would not make videos with smaller YouTubers. Wouldn't you agree? And I wouldn't answer your stupid fucking annoying question. My sub count doesn't matter to me at all. The only thing I'm interested, I don't care about your fucking sub at all. People who hold it against, oh, I'm not going to unsub. I don't give a fuck, unsub. I don't care. All I care about is interaction with you. I care about your comment. I want to hear what you think. Even if you're one of the 0.01% crazy people. Let's say. Oh, there's some people, there's some Rhodey supporters, but they're basically idiots. You know, I got to tell you, I honestly think that Rhodey supporters are mostly idiots. And Mira supporters are mostly idiots. And some of my supporters are idiots, but not mostly. Some, a few. But everyone's got a few idiots. Okay. Let's see. Let me see what we're doing. Oh. Yeager McBibber, great name by the way, says, to all you Weeaboo English teacher wannabes, this is your life after 20 years in Japan, drunk and pissing and moaning that you didn't make a wanker's list of people that you want to be in the room with. I mean, wow, he unsubbed, a brutal comeback. So, yeah, so Yeager McBibber, great name, by the way. Yeah. I see. Did he write? Oh, he didn't write a response. No. Yeah, so a couple things. Not 20 years, 25 years. And I would say I'm the antithesis of a weeaboo. I don't really like anime and shit. I mean, I got this shit in this room just to make the video a little bit more interesting. But I'm not really into that weeaboo shit. I feel like I should study manga and anime and stuff, but I do a little, I mean, tiny bit. GTO, I like that. And Lone Wolf and Cub I mentioned earlier. But here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Like, living in Japan doesn't make you drunk. It doesn't make you drink. People drink whenever they want to drink. You know, I mean, like that's just ridiculous. Like, people don't drink in America anymore. You're going to be 25 years later, 50-year-old people. There's no 50-year-old drunk people in America right now. It's just ridiculous. I don't know. Anyway, he didn't get me at all, so whatever. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, the fact that Rhodey's Pakistani, half Pakistani, doesn't really matter. Oh, here it is. This guy is top things to do. Here's a guy who thinks I have a hard-on for... Oh, I already talked about him. He thinks I have a hard-on for Ryan Boundless. But I don't. I just mention him as a social... Oh, yeah. Speaking of... this is shit I don't want to bring up, but what the hell? Why not? We're talking about everything. So, Mira, and I haven't watched her videos in a year. I haven't. I haven't watched her since the scandal. I haven't watched any of her videos at all. And I don't care about her at all. However, you motherfuckers keep bothering me about her. Apparently she made some video. Another person tells me there's no video. I don't know. People are emailing me about a picture that's up or going around of her wearing blackface. Okay? And I don't know the story. Someone sent me screenshots of her interaction with him. It was on my Facebook, actually. Excuse me. Woo! Burping. But I saw, by the way, I saw a great video of Bryan Cranston where he loses it's on Funny or Die, where he loses his sense of smell, but it enhances his sense of taste, and people are burping and he can taste their burp. I mean, people are farting and he can taste their farts. And so someone sent me a screenshot of his crap, of her crap, and it says, let me see what it says. It says, she says, I find it more appalling, apauling, that you think skin color matters so much. We are all human, for God's sakes. Hate and aggression towards someone is racism. No, it's not, Mira. Not social experiments for not social experiments for TV. I don't know what that means. She says, I won't be the first. No, it should be. I'm not the first, Mira. I won't be the first, and I won't be the last. If you think a social experiment is racist, that's ignorant. Space, period. Why was there a space before the period? Social experiments are not racist, but social experiments, as I said before, are kind of stupid. You are not a scientist or a psychologist. You're not qualified to do a social experiment. Human beings are not to be experimented on. We can be pranked. We can prank our friends. We can do harmless pranks, but you can't experiment on other people. That's fucked up. But the last comment's funny. She says, I have no shame. I am a YouTuber and I make videos for a living. That's all she should have said. You can't argue with that. I have no shame. But then she says, a fan requested experiment, period, I do, period. Yeah, it's a stupid thing. That's a stupid excuse. Because my fans requested it, so I did it. So whatever. Anyway, people keep asking me to comment on the black face thing. Okay, so I will. It's stupid. I once didn't think it was that stupid, but now I realize it is stupid. You shouldn't do it. It's one of those things where the social cost of trying to defend it is not worth the pay. And unless you have some weird reason to want to do blackface, there's really no reason to do it. I like Luke Cage, Jessica Jones' boyfriend. I would love to go to Halloween or cosplay as Luke Cage. But I'm pretty sure that if I dressed exactly like him, no one would get who I was unless I did blackface. But of course, I can't do that. Too many toes will be stepped on. Too many people will be offended. It's just not worth it. So, you give up. I don't think the blackface, the people who get upset about blackface are completely in the right, but I also think you're basically playing with fire if you try testing that boundary. Now, David Bowie said that you should always pick, and this is for Tomoko, right? You should be uncomfortable in your art. You should be doing something that's just a little uncomfortable, and if you're just a little uncomfortable, then you're pushing the envelope, and I agree. I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. I agree. David Bowie, dude, rock on, forever. So doing things that make you feel uncomfortable, and I've done that. I've sung on camera, I've danced on camera. Anything that makes me like, oh, I really don't want to do this, I think, okay, I'm going to do it. I've talked about things I know will get me into trouble, or with some of you guys, but that's fine. Someone's got to do it. So in that respect, I think fine, Mary should do it, but it's kind of the excuses that she's using. No, they don't justify doing blackface. I'm sorry, not in my opinion. Also, she, I'm sorry, but she's not capable of that level of intellectual experimentation. And that sounds, I know, arrogant, but if she does blackface, she just wants to be shocking and get views. I think you could possibly do blackface if you really thought about it and came up with some kind of result. Something you could come out with an insightful result. I just don't think she's capable of that. I honestly don't think she's very intelligent. And again, that's not an insult. I just think that a lot of people are stupid. Okay. Anyway, I've gone on, and it's over an hour and 30 minutes now, I think, or close to it. Let's see. I don't really think there's anything much I want to talk about. There was one guy, Nate. Fuck him. I'll leave him for the back. I hope he had to wade through this video to get to the end. But there's a guy named Nate who I actually met in real life years ago. And then he went off to China, came back. He's got a hard-on for Ryan Boundless. And he's upset every time I talk about him. Now, Ryan Boundless gave my friend, I don't know if he's a friend, a guy I know that I wish well for. I hope I hope the best for him. I know this guy in Japan. I think we're kind of friends. I've helped him out. And he gave him some really shitty advice, in my opinion. This guy plans to live in Japan forever. And he told the guy, and he was upset about paying health insurance because it's quite a bit. It's quite a lot, but in the end, it works out. Like, this guy ended up getting all these medical procedures done after he bitched about the health insurance. Like, he actually emailed me bitching about it. And then he went out and got some, I think he had some moles removed or something, but it would have cost him a fortune, but it ended up costing $25 or something because he has the health insurance. So he was bitching about health insurance, so he emailed Ryan Boundless, and Ryan Boundless supposedly told him, if you don't want to pay that shit, then go down to your shiakusho and tell them that you moved to another prefecture, and they'll never catch you. But if you're planning to live in Japan forever, that kind of advice will bite you in the ass. My whole family back in the States is completely medically insured. We don't need any medical insurance. My dad's got a great company insurance. We're all insured. I don't need any insurance. However, when I came to Japan, they insisted that I get insured. And because I don't really need it, I did pay for a few years, but because I don't really need it, after 5 years, I just stopped paying. Because all my other dumb ass Gaijin friends were like, oh, Victor, you're dumb to pay, don't pay. But then, when I bought a house and shit, and I started looking into my backgrounds, like, or when I opened up a business, I think it was when when I opened up a business, yeah, that's when it was. They started looking into my background and stuff, and my financial situation. And I had to fix that shit, So I ended up paying back 3 years of health insurance. So it ended up to be quite a lot of money. Which it wouldn't have been so bad if I had just paid all along. So anyway, Ryan Boundless told this guy to do that shit, and that's what's one thing I got against Ryan Boundless. That's actually probably one of the few things I have against him, is that he gave really shitty advice to a friend. And this Nate guy, he's like, don't mention it, don't talk about him. He never talked about you. Why are you talking about him? Stop it. He's all annoyed about it. So I honestly think he's kind of an idiot too. He doesn't get it. I actually don't hate Ryan Boundless, but I'm against that advice. That, and I still stand up for him when some people give him shit that he doesn't deserve. But he wonders why. He just wondered why I was talking about him. You should stop talking about him. You're talking about him. So I said, you're trying to censor me. And he's like, no, I'm not trying to censor you. Just stop talking about him, which is... I don't even read his email because he's an idiot. I don't really care. But he's a weird idiot. He doesn't seem like an idiot. If you were to watch his video, you think, this guy seems like he's okay. He seems interesting. But his emails make him seem like he's an idiot. And he seems like he's got a real hard-on for Ryan Boundless. No offense. I mean, I'm not trying to imply he's gay or anything. It's just weird. You're great. Yay. I love you so much. Okay, dude. Whatever. I would understand that if someone were a great editor or something, but Ryan Boundless is just a guy. So I'm purposely mentioning him because I know it pisses him off. And it pisses a couple other people off, but whatever. I don't care. Anyway, you've come to the end of the video, and I'm pretty much done. I'm going to show the kid now. Congrats, you've got the end. This is, I think, the longest... what do you call these things? Oh, laundry vlogs I've made in a while. Oh yes, I will. If you got to the end and then you're a hardcore fan, then you should consider becoming a Patreon contributor. Yes. Now a lot of people got pissed at Ryan Boundless because he said, if you want to see the end of this video, become a Patreon contributor. But I'm not going to do that to you. But I will tell you that I'm trying out this new thing where I will be showing you all this shit, good shit. All these semi-antiques and semi-antiques and new stuff that you can get for free if you are a Patreon contributor. You just have to pay for the shipping. I will give you this really good stuff that I got. Well, I'll tell you, everything's above transparent, on the table here. If those, I don't know if those everyone knows, but there's a guy named Softy Papa. He used to be on YouTube, who used to be an antique dealer, and he left, and he had to get rid of all his shit. And I went down, drove down to Shizuoka and picked up like, I don't know, 30 boxes of his stuff. A lot of it's weird stuff, but some of it's pretty cool stuff. And I got to get rid of it. To be honest, it's in the school. I could sell it all little by little. It would take time. But why not use it to make my Patreon supporters happy? So if you're a Patreon supporter, even if you're a $2 supporter, then you will get the right to ask for any of those things. Right? And I'll show you the antiques and stuff. All you have to do is pay for the shipping. Okay? Seriously, I will wrap it for you. I'll probably charge you for the envelope. How about that? It's like 100 yen. I'll probably charge you for the envelope. Or maximum 300 yen if it's a huge box or something, depending on what I'm sending you. But mostly you'll be just paying for shipping, and the product inside will be free. And some of the stuff was pretty old, pretty cool, pretty neat. So you have a chance to get that stuff if you join Patreon. Not just that stuff, of course. I also do Patreon only videos and rants and blogs and stuff. January was admittedly sparse, but December was like crazy. I did like 20 videos, Patreon only, that have never seen the light of YouTube. So if you're interested, help out. It's minimum $2. But really, I mean, if you like my videos, then pay whatever you feel comfortable and you can afford, right? It supports the channel. It helps me buy really cool shit like this camera, like this microphone stand, like all the extra shit I buy, and you will see in the videos, like the Feiyu gimbal, which I've been using again quite a bit now. All that stuff is thanks to the support on Patreon. So, and if you're studying Japanese, even better, because we do Maggie Sensei lessons on there. So that's enough about Patreon. Okay. Oh yeah. Anyway, it's a good deal. That's all I'm trying to say, man. Okay. So cheers. Now I'm gonna leave this video with the baby video, and I'll just cut to the end, and that's all. Wow, this is the longest laundry vlog I've ever done. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate you watching. I'm really amazed if you got to the end. Let's find out who got to the end. You can tell me which Marvel character you like the most. There's so many. There's Ant-Man's over here too, and there's Ozzy Osbourne, but he's not one. Or Wolverine's over there too. But anyway, who do you like the most? Black Panther. Is he Black Panther or just Panther? I think he's Black Panther. Is that racist? Okay. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Good night. Hello there, morons. Hello there, morons. Say hello to everyone, buddy. Here we have little Godzilla, and this is 2 days after his vaccination, and he's doing much better, right? You're doing much better, right? Look at the bright star. You want to get that closer? Want to reach it? There's a flashing red light there, huh? He's staring at the flashing red light. Anyway, he's doing much better today. Yoko came to the school today. It's been tough because he's been so grumpy that he needs to be held all day, right? And my wife, she threw her back out. How do you say throw your back in Japanese?
Gikurikoshi.
Very good. She remembers. Gikurikoshi. Actually, I forgot the Japanese, but which is strange because I always know. As soon as I turn on the camera, I forget like basic Japanese. Gikurikoshi. I've taught that in this video before. So he's doing okay. Let's see. Yobo Sesshu with vaccination. A little review for you, right? He's doing much better, and I got him a. Where's his new doll, honey? It's in your bag. Go. Where is it? Double. In the bag here. Okay. I got him a new toy today. Oh, here we go. Got him a couple of new toys. This is a weird one. I think it's like someone tried to make a toy and it failed, but I thought it was funny, so I bought it. And it's like a panda. Here it is. Ready? There's a panda. Look. Hello, Inigo. It's a panda and it's got a baby bottle, huh? Kind of cute. It's really cheap though, like weirdly cheap. Hello. And that's one thing. But he really likes the Anpanman. Really? Anpanman! Hello! Inigo! He recognizes this, which is kind of neat. Don't recognize that? He doesn't grab it though, he'll touch it sometimes. Look, I'll just put it there. Right there. Okay. And this size, look how tiny this thing is, right? Look at that, it fits in my fist. Costs 1,000 yen at one store, and the next store right next to it was 500 yen. Which is still way overpriced, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You happy there? So I just want to put him on camera real quick just to show you guys that he's doing much better. It's worrying though, because you know, you hear all these, the media tells you these stories like this kid got his vaccinations and died. There's some story about some little girl who got 13 vaccinations in one day and died. So of course you worry, but you know, the science is there. Vaccinations are not dangerous, and they're good for you and all that. But once in a while you meet someone who really doesn't believe in them, and it's just, you know, I bite my tongue. Right? But anyway, another thing about vaccinations that's kind of weird is in Japan, people get the flu shot every year, which you call it vaccine. That's called a vaccination too. You get it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much is that?
3,000
3,000 yen, you get a flu shot. The vaccinations for the kids, for the babies like this, are free.
あ、
Right?
種類によるよ。でも全部じゃない。全
Oh,
部
really?
買ったじゃない。
Oh, really?
たまたま。
Well, they're not all free. Well, just the other day was free.
うん。
Okay, so it depends on the vaccination. So we need him vaccinated against stupidity, Yoko. Is it possible? No? Impossible? Why not?
Well, that
Okay,
is
that's...
crazy.
Huh?
Well, that is crazy.
Because your dad is crazy. You hear that? Your dad is crazy! Whoa! Anyway, he's fine, so there you are. You want to hold it? Can you hold it by yourself? Can you hold it? Here, hold it. Ready? Ready, hold it. Ready? By yourself? You can't do it. Yeah, you got it? You got it? Oh, you can't do it. You almost held it. Someday he'll be able to do it himself and talk to the camera himself, right? What? That's going to be his job. No? Okay. All right. Anyway, he's fine. Thanks for watching, and thanks for all the messages. And it wasn't such a big video, but but I know some of you were worried, and some people emailed me privately to tell me they're worried. And my parents were like, "Is he okay? Show him on camera." And I couldn't because he was just so pooped out. He was just crying all the time and sleeping all the time. And he's almost back to normal. I think he'll be back to normal tomorrow. That's enough for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon. Say bye. 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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Hey, bye-bye. There's no one to say goodbye to, so he's confused. He's looking around. On Skype, he'll say goodbye. Say bye-bye. Bye. She's saying bye to Mom. Bye, Mom. Bye, guys. Okay, so my wife's nipples are too bitten up because he's got 4 teeth now. So she can't give him breast milk now. So we put milk in a bottle, but he won't drink it. And if I put him down, he starts crying. So I'm just walking around like this. Just walking. Just walking. If I put him down, he starts crying. So as much as I want to say he's better, well, not exactly. Good morning. How you feeling today? Huh? You look much better today. Want to look at this? Your old children's toy. Is this working, baby? You like that? That's such a boring song, dude. There's not even any guitar in that, man. But you like it, huh? Good. Hey, how are you? He's much better today. How you doing? Hey, you waking up the camera? Yeah, that's good. You feeling better? You got your implement all. Okay. Can you say bye-bye? The camera? Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye-bye. Good boy. Okay. Tomorrow we'll destroy some cities, okay? Okay.
If you need help, then dial your operator.